Okay, hi everyone.
Hi, hi.
Hi guys. I'm just here approving all of these note takers. Today we have a bunch of note takers as well. Okay, so how are you guys? How are you doing? Can you hear us? Can you drop some pluses in the chat below if you can hear and see as well? Okay, I just see pluses. Thank you guys. Thank you. Um, today's our event, I probably say is going to be like exceptional because we haven't seen Tamara for a while in our events. And so trust me, you don't want to miss this one. We're closing our March with a band featuring none other than the incredible Tamara, our auto guru, like Upwork guru. She is an Upwork expert with experience with more than 10 years. So yeah, that's really impressive. And today we are going to talk about mistakes that can be like done in your Upwork profiles. And so during the presentation, during the speech, if you have some questions, please just raise your hands or you can drop in the comments and then we'll answer the questions like uh, right away. And then today also we going to have a session where we can kind of roast your profiles and accounts with Tamara, like personally. So don't miss your chances, take your advantages. And please, Tamara, I'm going to give you the floor.
Hello, everyone. I hope you missed me. Maybe someone was on my webinar 2 days ago and still didn't miss. But today I'm going to make my presentation actually about mistakes on Upwork profiles. And you, of course, are welcome to ask any questions about Upwork, even not about profiles. Whenever you want, I will answer everything you want. Okay. And you're welcome also to raise your hands and let's make it more interactive. Um, I'm I'm usually talking a lot about Upwork, and that's why I'm trying to make it more interactive sometimes. And today, I hope that I also will have some questions. I will show you some screenshots and ask what is wrong with your with this, for example, profile that is on the screen. So, just in case you want to ask or answer my question, you can just do that and don't hesitate. There are no stupid questions at all. Okay, and now I'm going to start. I also going to do some live sharing, etc. So, okay, let me share my whole screen. Okay, okay. So, this is my presentation. I'm going to start it right now. Okay, so this is a presentation. I called it mistakes in your Upwork profile. And first, if someone doesn't know who am I'm Tamara Levit. I'm an Upwork expert because I was working in sales for a long time, for 5 years, and then I became a product manager. And all this time, I was still consulting a lot of companies. Right now, I'm consulting like hundreds of companies per year, maybe I don't know. Yesterday there were 13 companies, and yeah, I almost actually yesterday lost my voice. I was like, oh my god, oh my god. So at the last, I was like, where is Ram? I need to burn my throat better to be prepared for today's webinar. So today I'm going also to tell you and share some things like results. Not all people are allowing me to share their results, but what to say? I wanted to share a few things that from my blog. I have blog Levit tips where you can find all cases that were allowed me to share. For example, yesterday I shared the case how I helped to unban account of the guy who had $120K on account, and Upwork was trying to get 20K from that to unban it. So read that. This is a crazy story. This is a story of one of my clients who just was zero on Upwork, just registered, etc. And he became top rated in 4 months from zero and got like this 31% view and 50% reply. He is Flutter developer, and they have like a small agency. And as you may see, this is like the gig radar statistics, because today we are not going to talk a lot about gig radar, even though they invited me for this event. Thank you guys for that. But they invited me because I also love gig radar and use it with my clients. And this is like the results that we got with the after bidder with Sarder AI, and also because we made a great profile with the guy. Another also Elpact case. This is my client who also made his profile right to go from 0 invites to 425 invites in 1 year. Like after just promoting his account, he has both organic and boost strategies. One more, also from Gig Radar screenshots, you see that it's for the niche results for Lanar's team, that they allowed me to show that we raised to 43% on their niche, its view, and almost 20% to reply, because we made the niche for their account. I also have one case almost the same on my blog about the Academy Smart, who made just in 1 month 3 contracts, one $100K almost, and two $50K contracts just in 1 month, just by making a niche for their account. And I'm going to talk about that today. OLAP also with Gig Radar, as you can see. So yeah, because Corlan said that she is not going to promote Gig Radar today, but so I need to do it a bit. But that was not intentional, actually. Just I wanted to share that we made the quantity of proposals for OLAP. This is like the guys, they were starting from 200 bids. Now they're bidding like 1,100 times per month, and they had like 6% reply rate, and now they have 10% reply rate with a very wide niche like Python development. And that's how did we make it real. We just made their profiles look great. I wanted to tell it to you, and I wanted to talk about algorithms, but when I was preparing to my session, as usual, I wanted to open Upwork, to prepare to show you something. And just I came to UI UX designer, which is my favorite thing that I like to search, because I have a lot of UI UX design clients. And I can show you, this is Boost, right? This is also my client, but he's choosing the strategy to Boost. This is also my client, but he's organically here, first organic. And this is also my client strategy to Boost. And on the first 3 pages, usually you can find all my clients here. And today I'm going to teach you and tell you how to be here. And that's what we are going actually to do. So let's move on. Okay, so where am I? Algorithms. Let's talk about algorithms. So first, how Upwork see your profile when you are bidding, when you are sending bid, your cover letter. Okay, so first, let me show you. These are 2 jobs I have. Okay, and as you may see, there are 3 guys here, then Boost, and then we have best match. The same here, 3 Boost, then 3 guys here, then Boost, and then best match. So what do you need to know? That all guys here are from the best match. Okay, so how they are coming here? Because of Uma, Upwork Mindful AI, who is choosing how who is the best out of all these guys. She's always choosing from the best match, and then she's checking why they're the best. And first thing that you need to know, that you need to become best match. How to become best match? You need to match with similar jobs and also with skills in your profile, which means that you're in need to actually beat from the specialized profile. Maybe you know that in general profile, you have only 15 skills. This guy has 19. This is a trick. But you can have only 15. When in the specialized profile, you can have like hundreds, you see, right? The hundreds of different skills. By the way, I wanted to ask Corlan, could we have more than 100 participants here? Because I got some questions from.
Yeah, I'm also facing this trouble as well here because there shouldn't be a limit, but it seems there is. So I'm trying to figure it out.
Maybe
Like,
maybe you
I think
can
five
fix
minutes.
it with just deleting AI assistants and allow real people to come.
We can try it as well. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So here you see a lot of skills, right? And that's how you need to apply, with the specialized profile. So why? Because you never know what skills your client will choose here. For example, you can see on my job that I have a lot of skills here. Usually there are only 10, but I made it like more. And okay, Upwork as always. These three are Upwork Mindful AI. And how to understand why they are matching. They are actually writing things in their cover letters and in their portfolio description, so that they are able to actually match better. What they're always writing, that they have some experience, always, right? And also that they have like some impressive numbers. When I'm saying impressive numbers are those that you made some advantage exactly with keywords that clients wrote about. That's why you can see here, for example, that this guy like has 8 years of experience, he's 10 years of experience, 7 years of experience. It's always like that here. That's what you need to do. Put it into your cover letter and also into your profile from which you are going to beat. And of course, the first trick that you are going to beat from the specialized profile, right? Like with some years of experience, also, etc. And then you're going to put all jobs, click through all jobs here. For example, this guy didn't click through his last job. Should have all 10, because every job has its own keywords to match with my job's title. That's how you can match better. Okay, that's what you need to do. And mistakes that you can make, it's of course to beat from the general profile, to not click through all skills on specialized profile. Also, the problem usually is that you're choosing the wrong category here. Yeah, and I'm going to have a course soon about, for Ukrainians. I'm sorry, that not for everyone, for Ukrainians, because it's in Ukrainian language, where I'm going to talk about how to perform leads to contracts. But before, I had another course where I was telling exactly how to choose the right category. And the category should match with my category, which I choose as a client. Okay. So as you know, that every client has a category here, and there is a difference between general. You see, I have the category mobile design, right? But if I go to the job search, anything, you may see that there is no mobile design, right, as a category. You have web and mobile design. You don't have UI UX design, you have web and mobile design. These are parent categories here. But client, when he is creating a job, he could choose the child category. The child categories are the same categories as your specialized profiles. There is a match between them. So it's important that you are going to be from the specialized profile category. Okay. I hope that that's actually clear. Okay, let's move on. Okay, to the next one. Do you have guys any questions about that? No? Okay. Let me check.
Tamara, there's someone says that your voice is a little low, so can you please speak to the mic a little closer?
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, no, 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 perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, better? Okay. I will try. Okay. Okay. Anything else? Okay. I will just check. Okay. I will just check that people are asking that they cannot allow. Okay.
No, everything is fine
I
now.
just
They
wrote.
can join because
Yeah.
I've removed some of the, yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to just continue. Okay. Let me share again. Okay. Sharing again. Next thing is how to become on top with the searches. So first of all, it's interesting that people think that they are like experts, ninjas, gurus, etc. When you're cannot be experts, gurus, if your client is not calling you like that, and you are not searchable by these words. I know one Upwork consultant who is telling that he could make you like on the first page very quickly by just putting his words on your title. And that's how, this is my favorite story, he made the guy on the first page by the request React Maestro. The problem is that no one is searching for React Maestro as well as for like HTML Guru or something, right? So it's important that you know what is the popular search from which you can get more invitations, like a lot of invitations. So how are you getting invitations? From two different things. First is you could get it from the Invite Freelancer second job, right here, and also you can get it from the talent search. How to be on top of the talent search? There is a formula. First, you're just, let's check my client. Also, if someone needs to do the same, I can share the contact how to they're helping to do it for anyone. So let's check the full profile. So if you want to be UI UX designer, it's important that you're writing that you are UI UX designer everywhere. Here in the description, in your consulting, also you can have 3 consultation, in your portfolio title, in your portfolio description, also top 5 skills, also on your project catalog, UI UX designer, you see, right? You can do it with any request you need here, and also in employment history, description, in other experience description, at least 3, etc. That's what you need to do to get the basics. Second, these are suggestions. Suggestions are those words that we see what Upwork suggests us when we are searching our requests. So these are words like Figma, mobile, web, SaaS, and React. Even if you don't do something from that, you need to put it inside your profile. And one more thing that you need to do is to have this related queries thing. That you go to console, you update the page. That's how you're getting the the algorithm, like the response from the backend, how they're sorting out the freelancers. And sometimes I'm checking it, what's new, etc. And there is a related query thing. It's what your clients are searching together with when they are search UI UX designer, right? So these are also searching graphic designer, product designer, web designer, and Figma. Upwork is very interested that you can do everything. So a client will definitely hire you if you are on the first page and not waste time. That was on my actually screen here. And that's how you can also be on the top. A few more things. If you see when we are just opening our profiles, organic ones, you can see that there are green skills. You can see them from the established client. You need to take all green and put it to your profile and also to your portfolio cases, only green ones. And a few more things. As you know, right now, Uma is checking your profiles too. That's why, let's move on. Keywords like that are not working anymore. Okay, and you cannot do like that. You need to write your keywords actually in a normal text, like that. Also, I don't suggest to use this Unicode, that's called Unicode, when you're making your text bold. Because Uma is not reading Unicode as well as Upwork, but you can make like titles with that, etc. Just don't use it for the keywords. Okay, and that's important. I will tell you more about that, but this is important also for the general profile and for specialized profile. The main thing that you need to know that when we are searching for the talent for the invitation, it match only general profile, no specialized profiles at all. Okay, that's why it's important that so just remember general profile for invitations and specialized profile for the bidding. Okay, that's what you need to do with your Upwork profile. And now, when I already told you some theory, who wants to be roasted? Who wants to their profile to be fried up?
Okay, here in the chat, I see one question. It was like 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
Andri, he is asking, when applying manually, is it a good idea to change the description in the profile skills for a specific vacancy before submitting?
Is it a good idea to
Let
change the screen in
me.
the profile? No, because then you're going to beat another one in another time, and what is going to happen? You're going to below or on the previous beat or what? Like, no, that's not a good idea. The good idea is to do the keywords research and then put them to your profile. And skills, just put all skills there. It's possible to put all you see there, all possible. Okay, and I also increased the volume of the microphone also. Is it better? No?
Probably, yes, everything is fine. We can hear well. No
Okay.
worries. I'm sending you direct messages of our today's participants. So maybe we should start from Alex. Alex Uhai. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it correctly.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Okay, I
sent
see.
his link to his profile.
Okay. Hello, Alex. Would you like to join me by checking your profile?
Alex.
Do you want to come here by voice or video?
Yeah, he says yes. Okay, he
Yeah,
just dropped
okay.
in the comments. Yeah.
Actually, okay. I need to say that Alex actually is my client, and maybe it's not very fair, but I will tell you, Alex, what did you do wrong? It's always also not from the first time, usually. Okay, let me start, so maybe not so someone else will also have a chance. Like, as you may see that somehow Alex decided that fitness app will be his main point, right? Where how he is going actually to match. I actually don't understand why, because fitness app. It's like kind of a strange request that someone is going to do here, but okay, yeah, of course it's easier to come here. But if you, Alex, decided that fitness app is the main request you want to match for the invitations, then I have a question. Why this fitness app is not everywhere? You need to have 3 consulting, and inside you need to write like that you have a fitness apps. You also need to have fitness app here in your portfolio title, fitness app here, and also for the skills. Let's check about the skills. For example, what green skills should be for the fitness app, how Upwork think, right? It should be Swift, Android, graphic design, Java, Flutter, PHP, Swift, not like that. I feel that you didn't do this research. Also, fitness app should be here, 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 and also here, 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 and also here, 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 and also here. Oh, it's here. I found it. 3 other experience and in titles and also in descriptions. Like if you decided that it should be your main search for the like for invitations, you should do that. Strange choice, as I think, but if you decided, then you need to redo your profile for that. Also, you need more than 30 hours per week to be available, because it's only like a checkbox of open to offers. It's not matches with anything. Regarding your profiles, okay, so this is like a problem that if you decide that you want to sell the web mobile development, I really know that it should be mobile app development and full stack development, because these are 2 main categories when you're selling mobile apps. But you decided that one will be for mobile app development and one for UX UI design. You cannot do for it for all mobile app development then. And also, if you choose design, you cannot do it for all design, because the second should be web design or mobile design either. Keywords shouldn't be here like that. It should be done by UMA, right? Like by AI. And also, it's good that you have like these impressive numbers, let's say. But successful products, these are not keywords. And commercial experience, these are not keywords. You should do it with keywords. Right now, your profile is just the keywords list, and that's it. So you cannot normally match with your jobs as well as with your like actually invitation choice. Maybe I think Alex didn't appear. Maybe let's choose someone else.
Yeah, I'm sending you
Okay.
profiles
Okay.
like direct messages.
These are like you sent me. It's just
Yeah,
in
I
the
see here
maybe
a lot of Katerina, Maria, Mikhailo. We
okay,
can
so
go through your profiles right away.
Vasil or Katerina? Who is next? Vasil. Yes, you sent it to me.
Yeah.
Okay, this freelancer is not found. Vasil. Maybe another link. Maybe you just change the link. Okay, let's check Katerina then. Okay. Hello, Katerina. Do you want to come here and be fried, roasted with voice or video? Yes, no? That's okay. If
Katerina,
not,
please.
Okay. Okay, let me start. Okay, so first of all, I want to say that UI UX designers, this is the right thing to try to go up. Okay, so let's see. UI UX designer. Let's try. She wrote it here. Should be 3 consultations, okay, because you made only 1. In these 3 consultations, the main things that you need to know that there are 10 these gray clouds, and 5 of them are skills, and 5 you can write as keywords. Okay, this is like small mistake. Next, UI UX designer should be here, not just UI UX. UI UX designer should be here, not just nothing is here. Also, as you may see that, I don't know, did you take it from the green skills or not? Seems that no. I'm not sure, almost sure that WordPress website design is not the UI UX designer main skills. Also here, UI UX designer, UI UX designer, UI UX designer. Also here, designer, UI UX designer. This is like the main thing, basics for the Upwork algorithm. Okay, here is okay, designer. Malevich. Did you just took it from Malevich team that I'm sharing usually here? Just copying? This is not your team, right? Okay, interesting. Okay, UI UX designer should be here, here, here. Okay, this is okay. Should be also here and here. And also a few more things that from suggestions. There is the word React, for example, that you didn't write, and then the word Figma, right, should be here. This is Figma you wrote. What else? What else? Let me check. For example, UI, UX designer, and we have Figma, React, e-commerce, mobile app. So, and let me check 1 second. SaaS and web. SaaS. Okay, SaaS and web, but not all words. And this also the same is for the portfolio items. They should be also here. And related queries, you remember, right? We saw it like graphic designer. A graphic designer you put, and there was a product designer. Product designer. Yeah, you put it here. Okay, these are the good stuff. Okay, this is what you need to do. Then you need to do research for the green skills. Also try to check your employment history. Should be 8 out of 8 jobs. Also skills, these are not so good, should be more. For example, let me show you another, my team that are doing a good job for the homework for that. For example, here for the UI UX design, right? Let me show you like that. Okay, so that's how it should be. A few more things that you need to make your English fluent verified, more than 30 hours per week. That's how you're going to match better. The same thing here is better, but still not enough. And now let me check what did you do for your description. So reminder that Uma is not going to read this bold thing, okay? And you need to write with your keywords your impressive numbers to match with Uma. The same you should do here. Okay, that's what you need to do. Okay, guys, do you have any questions? I think that that's enough, and we can move on with the presentation. Caroline, what would you say? Like, are there any questions I missed?
There are no questions. You can move further, I think, to the presentation.
Okay.
Because, yeah.
Okay, I have a question. Okay, so what's wrong, like for the audience? What's wrong with this profile? Who could say? Like based on what you already learned. I just took the random
They say rate.
Rate.
Not enough profiles. Firstly, it should be a digital marketer.
First line.
Excuse me.
This is not a cover letter. This is a profile. So should be digital marketing.
I guess he missed one specialized profile.
Yeah, no specialized profile. Okay. Artem also said jobs are not added to specialized profile. That's the main thing I wanted to say. Right. So when he's applying, he's just missing his main 24 jobs. That's great. Jobs. Yes, right. Okay. Oh, 1 second. Okay, next. That's what I wanted to talk. And so how it matches, like who knows how matches skills, and why do you need to have specialized profile and not general profiles when you are applying to the job? Who can tell? This is like in school, you know, like after the election, questions from the teacher. More skills, right? More skills, right? That's good. Okay. Okay, so you may see here, this is my client, Mihailo. Here have, as you may see, 111 jobs from here. Yeah, from the work history, this is the main thing. And you may see that he has completed 110 jobs and one in progress. He should put it here. Okay, for the talent search, I also told, and this guy applied to my jobs, and I wanted to ask you what's wrong here. And now, do you see my 1 second? Could I do it like? Could I zoom it? Like who can see what's wrong with the guy who applied to my job? He wrote a cover letter, and I see that there is his profile. Okay, I will tell you, he applied from all work. This is like the same mistake. Okay, just that's why he is not matching with me. Okay, and his skills on the other, another specialized profile were better, so he could match actually. And yeah, I wanted to ask, does anyone know already from other my webinars, etc., how guys are here and why you maybe not matching with the second step on the client's job? Who knows? Available now. Great. Vasil already knows everything. Exactly. So this is like an important thing. There are two tricks. First, available now. If you're not available now, you're not going to be here. And also, boosted guys are going to just disappear when you have an available now. But the second thing, another trick. Who knows who is not here always? I just, highlighted it here.
People
Private earnings, right? Yeah, sorry, who wanted to say?
No, it's okay. It's people who hold how many they have money from on a platform.
Yeah, right. So in case you have private earnings, as Vasil and Anna said, right, in case you have private earnings, you will never appear on the invitations part. And that's why you're just going, to not be here. So just make them public, maybe only for Upwork users, but it's important for you. Also for the categories mistake, I wanted to say again that remember, I show that on the search, there is a parent category you can choose, okay? And you can apply. Today, I saw that one girl said on a course, right? I have already the chat with the guys who bought this course, Ukrainian guys. And the girl said, like, it's so obvious that she said, like, why should I put 3D animation as a specialized profile if I don't do 3D animation? Like, no one cares what you guys do if your client put there and like this category. And sometimes this is like a very good thing to show. 1 second, I will show you also with the categories. Okay, I'm a client. I think that you see, and I like this example very much. That, for example, on Upwork, let me show you job search. Like, in case you're a blockchain developer, that's what I wanted to show you. There is actually a blockchain, NFT, and cryptocurrency, right? This is like a category. But when I'm posting a job and I want blockchain developer. It's always emerging tech, then full stack development, then backend development, and nothing about blockchain, nothing. So of course, when you're creating, for example, you're a blockchain developer and you're creating your Upwork profile, and you decide that, of course, which category is mine, right? Maybe blockchain would be logical, right? Blockchain. But no, because this emerging tech is the child category of other software development. Other software development. Other software development. See? And this is an interesting thing. And also full stack development, backend development, these are the child categories of web development. So that's why it's very important to understand that you need to match with the client and understand how clients see you. To do that, you need to do research of at least 100 of jobs that you want to bid on. And how to do that? You're just coming from the freelancer to your job search, okay? And I don't care, like any job that you choose, that you would apply. You're clicking on apply, and here you see this gray, you see, this is the category. That's how you can understand what are two child main categories that you need to put into your profile as the specialized profiles. Okay, and that's mistakes that I wanted to share with you today. And let's do a QA session. And also I wanted to say that on the April 1, 2, and 3, I have a live course about how to close leads on Upwork. And you can buy it. And I will tell you also how to do that. If you want a link, just let me know in the chat. But let's do a Q&A session, okay? Any question you have about Upwork? Okay. We're not going to do any roasting because we want to leave this evening a bit. Okay, it's better to keep working on the same contract with a client on Upwork few years contract, or it's better to close it and reopen it again, and why? Of course, it's better to reopen it like every single minute, every single day, every single week, whatever you can agree on, because of the keywords, you know. For example, I have this solid app maker agency, and these are my clients, and I like to show it. If someone was on my first course, I was showing you Daisy. Daisy has 230 jobs, okay? And imagine you're a React Native developer and you have like one job React Native for 5 years, and you have React Native for 5 years. And I'm posting a job for React Native. Who will match with me? Daisy or you? Okay. So this is because of the work history, and that work history influenced both invitations and bidding. Okay, I hope that I answered. How to become established client to check green skills? Buy something on Upwork for $5 at least. Can you share more about how to share more about project catalog algorithm? Okay, for the project catalog algorithm, this is another algorithm I will show you. It depends on the, 1 second, how it's called, quiche. Okay, it depends on the first price, second delivery time, and third keywords that you have. Right now, my cat is going to jump on the table. Just I wanted to prepare you for this amazing show. 1 second. I'm going to show you. So for example, Vlad, he's taking a lot from the project catalog and from consultation just because he has these 2 days, $5, and this is buzzwords, like the same buzzword. And this is interesting. Why? Because it's just another algorithm. It's not about UMA at all. It looks like Upwork has a few product teams that are not communicating with each other at all. But that's how Upwork works right now for that. Okay. How to get link for the course? Okay, Corlan is going to answer, right? Tamara, please, what is the difference in profile optimization, organically visible or with a boost? Okay, thank you for the question. There are two main, like these are opposite things you can do. When you choose to do the organic growing, right? You're putting all the suggestions, related queries, skills that maybe even don't match with what you do, you know, because Upwork is interested to put you to the organic search only in case you do like whatever, everything around this skill. So client at least will be satisfied with that. And opposite, when Upwork, let me move back to my client. Okay. When Upwork wants to boost you, you know, you have total boost and you have this daily boost. So whatever you have, they want to click on you, you know, they want that people will click on you. That's why they're showing you everywhere where it's at least somehow possible. You know, like for example, if I write like machine learning, I saw here so many manga illustrators, you know, it could be, see, like machine learning, blah, blah, DevOps is here. He is boosting daily. So somewhere he wrote machine learning, and that's why he is here. If I click, his money are gone. You see? What do I mean? Etc. So if you don't want something to be clicked through, you need to put only one request and only it. So for example, if you want to be a React.js developer, right, and you are deciding that your strategy is to boost, don't write anything else. Write only React.js developer, React.js developer, React.js developer everywhere, and that's it. Only React skills, and that's it. And also one more thing that is important. Let me show you the guy who decided to boost. I will close it because I think my computer is going to die if I will still keep in that. Okay, so you see he's writing like some things like only long term. I will not participate in fixes, etc. Why he's writing like that? Because some people are seeing him as a Flutter developer and just clicking for a small fix, right? And you don't want that. You need also relevant leads, qualified ones. So these are two main differences. Hope it's okay. Where can I find the recording of this conversation? Okay, that's for organizational question. Could you share your opinion on how properly follow up leads? What is the best structure for delays and messages? Kate, I think that you're Ukrainian. You can. I'm going to talk about that 3 days, like exactly on the course, because like this is like the whole big lection about following up. And also I want to share, I have an article about that. If you want, you can check it out here. There are at least 5 follow-ups should be. Next, what to do if the child category changes when I switch my profile specialized category? For example, it was electrical engineering 2 weeks ago or so. I've changed it to the specific, and now it's electronic engineer. Should I switch once again? Won't it be harmful for algorithms? No, it won't be harmful because it's harmful only when you're changing everything for your general profile. It's harmful for invitations, right? And specialized profile are not included at all. They are not counted at all with your invitations, okay? You're not shown at all by your specialized profile. I also want you to subscribe to my blog, Levit Tips. I'm writing about that here. Only, I say only meet, only everything about Upwork. if you want to subscribe, there are some answers about that. Okay, for the established client, I answered. If the agency wanna add one more freelancer with GSS of 70%, but the agency is top rated plus, with this exclusive, non-exclusive freelancer lower the agency's GSS. I don't know how many how many earnings he has, but I believe that yes, for a few, like for 1 or 2%. So I would do first increase his GSS and then go with that, because there is a rule right now: exclusive and non-exclusive members, all their ratings are included to the agency's GSS. Can I add a general profile description to specialized profiles if the keywords and areas are very similar? For example, video editing and motion design. Can I add a general profile description? Yeah, you can, but there is a slight difference. Even if you have like a very, very similar things for invitations and for specialized profile, for the general profile, you need the suggestions and related queries, which are not always even related to you. For the specialized profile, you don't need this bullshit. You need only the keywords from the job titles. I also want to share with you my article. How do the keywords research? There is an instruction for the keywords research that you can check if you want to know, but it could be that most of keywords are the same. Then yes. Question. I do website design and development with Webflow. Webflow projects usually are in front-end category. At the same time, web design are mostly in UX, UI, and web design categories. What should I use for general profile if the main goal is to receive invitations again? Thank you. Okay, first of all, these are two different questions. General profile doesn't have categories at all. Okay, so you don't need to choose. And I also want to say that I have a few Webflow clients. I don't know how did you do your research, but when they were doing their research, the Webflow was in the web design category. But because we are here with you, let's check what client thinks about that. Like, of course, it's not the best to check like I'm doing that right now. It's better to do a research. But anyway, I think that it's a half of it true at least. So when I'm writing Webflow, what do they give me? Web design. You see? If I say Webflow developer, what do they give me? Front end. Okay. If I say Webflow developer and designer, again, web design. So check for my clients, it was web design. So I would do web design and UI UX. But I'm not sure. And for the general profile, just write, you need the request, not the category. Okay, Corlan, could I share the course link here? No, I see the question next. Or could you just share it in the chat? Okay. Okay, thank you. But it's in Ukrainian. If Dinesh, I think that you cannot participate because it's in Ukrainian language, just to be sure. What is the green text that you are talking about and how does it impact? Could you please explain in detail? Yeah, of course. So when you have any research, let's go with a React developer, okay? React developer, and here the guys who are matching with me. And right now, Upwork AI is and their database, etc. They have this already like visible database. What they think match with my search. So if with my search these skills are matched, then to match with my search, you need these skills. If with this search, these skills are matching, then to match with my search, you need these skills. That's why you need to check what are the green skills for the particular request you want and put them into your profile. I often get irrelevant invitations among the primary ones after adding related keywords from primary queries and secondary queries. Yeah, but if it's an organic one, right? If you're growing organically, you can live with it because it's free. Just reject. And if you're doing a boosting, this is like an opposite, right? So you don't need related queries and additional keywords at all. What are the normal numbers for impressions and clicks? Let's say 30, 50 impressions per click. Was something changes this month on Upwork that could lower the reply rate by 2-3 times? Yeah, Upwork, Uma started to match your cover letter with the job description on the March 13. And before, it was the change on February 18 when she was matching it with the job title, but still she just started to match cover letters. And before, it was totally not about cover letter at all. Thanks a lot, Tamara. You too. Could you share your opinion on how properly, yeah, for the leads? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Link to the course. These are, I think, all questions. Maybe someone else have another question. How much need connect now per click, and how much we should spend per period limit? So you need to use total, right? Because that's how it will match at least with your title, at least. And I don't know your niche, but 50 to 60 approximately. If you have a like more specific niche, you can have like 20, like play with that. I have an article how to understand what is the appropriate one. 1 second. Yeah, here. Yeah, I have here. If you don't receive impressions, boost higher, blah, 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 blah. And that's how you can understand. I will just put it here. Maybe you can reread it. Exactly. Any other questions? You can do by voice. No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, there's one
Do you
question.
understand it correctly? If I add all tags in specialized profile, it would affect and lose money when I boost. No, specialized profile at all will not anyhow match with your boost, because boost is for invitations and only general profile is for the invitations. Could you share more about the badges and more about eligible weeks there? Like I see 13 from 16 weeks, but still don't have top-rated badge. So in case we're talking about top-rated, this is not only the one point that you need. You also need, except of that, to have 90 days that already passed after your first contract was closed. So if you just started, I don't know, maybe that's why you are not getting the top-rated badge. Also, if you just had any hold during last 90 days, you cannot match too. Maybe some of these points could just not give you a top-rated badge. Yeah. If the last contract was 100 days, but closed 100 days ago, last contract was 100 days. It works like last, okay, but it should be not about the last contract. It's about the first contract. Okay, so if it closed more than 90 days ago, also $1,000 earned, like 90% plus GSS, and a response time more than less than 24 hours. Okay, so that's I think you should recheck that. Are you eligible? Yeah,
There is
anyone
one more
wanted to say something?
question from
Yeah, I
Andre.
will check. Okay. Andre, what do you recommend to do to improve the reply rate in GigRadar due to the recent changes on Upwork? Great question as well, because we are on a GigRadar event. I recommend to use Sarder AI. I still prefer it before Lazita. And I recommend to tell to Sardar to analyze job description, to take keywords from the job description and to write impressive numbers. What are your advantages with these keywords and specific numbers? And your AI will talk with, your Sardar will talk with Uma this way. Okay.
Okay. Have we guys finished, or do you have some last questions? Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you too.
Okay.
So I think we're about to done. Oh,
Yeah, guys.
I
So
think
subscribe to Levit Tips, my blog. It's free, totally free. If you're Ukrainian, come to my course and have a great evening.